If you can't fix an injustice, at least tell everyone about it. If you kill the pen, the words will come out of the guns. The voice of the majority does not prove justice. It is better to be poor than to be a cheater. Today's good times are tomorrow's sad thoughts. My father's wit and my mother's tongue have always helped me. Never believe a man who is only bound to himself and think only about himself. Be quiet, be safe. Silence never betrays. Always be busy with something, because a busy person has no time to be sad. Laughter is the last step of patience. Make your life so busy that you don't have time to see the faults of others. We spend half our lives hoping for the wrong people and the rest doubting the good people. When the summer is over, people forget about the shade tree. Evil is not spread by bad people, but by the silence of good people. An uneducated person is better than an educated person who only reads newspapers. The pain of freedom is better than the comfort of slavery. Break the habit of being too easily inspired by someone. Some things come back to embarrass you, even after a long time, especially a betrayal or a told lie. The work we do with our pleasure does not cause trouble. Men and rivers lose their power if they go against their nature. When you start complaining to everyone, see if there is any problem within yourself. If you don't have all the rights, make full use of the ones you have. Ability, skill, and confidence are the things that cannot be defeated. Don't pretend you know everyone. Always ask questions. When traveling, never take advice from people who have never left their home. After long captivity, every living thing forgets to fly. Leave the place where your words are not valued, and you have to think every time before speaking. Always keep an eye on your opponents, because what they say makes you mentally stronger. Whatever you give will be returned, whether it is honor or deceit. Love is born naturally, while hate is taught. This society criticizes you for being a rebel, but does not talk about why you became a rebel. If your country cannot provide you food, education, and a dignified life, then love of country becomes doubtful. Man grows old not by age, but by worry. The human mind is immediately attracted to three things: food, attractive people, and danger. Behind every smile there is a sadness that not everyone can see. Live your life not celebrating victories, but overcoming defeats. There is a price to be paid for living with your head up, while you are rewarded for living with your head down. A man's first priority should be respect, no matter what the relationship is. In most cases of suicide, people don't want to die, they just want their pain to die. Don't tell the truth to someone who doesn't live up to it, How a person describes himself can give you a better idea of his personality. How can a person understand your words who cannot understand your silence? Living nations do not see the religion of great men. A rebellious ruler fears nothing so much as the awakening of the nation. Tolerating someone's cruelty and remaining silent is patience, but to remain silent after disrespecting yourself is injustice to yourself. If there is no wave above the water, do not think that there are no crocodiles in the bottom. When all the days become the same for someone, he loses the recognition of good changes. When a stupid person asks you for advice, he wants you to give him the advice that is in his mind. Education is very important to eradicate the dark shadow of ignorance. If you help someone and expect help from him, then you are not helping, but doing business. If someone gets sad after seeing your happiness, that is a bad example of jealousy. The most important thing for a person is always what he has achieved through hard work. Showing mercy to oppressors is equal to oppressing the oppressed. Imposing law on a certain class within the state gives birth to many rebels. Where thought is a slave, there is no need for chains. Never give up, because the mountain streams have never asked anyone where the sea is. Standing up for an unconscious nation is tantamount to suicide. If something bad is said about you, and it is true, correct yourself, and if it is wrong, laugh it off. Life never forgives weaknesses. I have only seen glimpses of true love in graveyards and hospitals. A friend who forces you to commit obscenities and bad deeds is your open enemy. When you see someone's pain and you don't feel it, understand that you are dead inside. Every living person must be given the right to live as he wishes before dying. Use your mouth only for eating until you regain consciousness. A coward always fights with himself, not with his enemies. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes obligatory. When consciousness is sold, it is more dangerous than ignorance. After understanding everything, you have to become unknown to maintain the relationship. A smile is a deception. The truth is always spoken through the eyes. Work hard in your 20s and 30s so that your future life is comfortable. History remembers the humanist, not the religious. Where there is cowardice, people consider the pen as a weapon. A slave who does not rebel does not deserve mercy. If your own family starts speaking against you, understand that you are going to do something that no one has done before. A begged honor is not an honor, but a favor from those from whom you beg for honor. When the tyrant wears the garb of piety, the greatest calamity ensues.